Sky knows I am going to kill. After this, I'm free. That's what they told me. The objective is simple. Kill the alien queen. Steal the core she carries. Return. Simple. But when I reach the deck, there are already screams. There is already blood on the wet wood. The bipedal monsters got here before me. They are slaughtering the guards. They are here for the same thing I am. For the core. It doesn't matter. I draw my twin blades and move forward. The corridors are full of smoke and fire. I step over the bodies of fallen guards. Some of them are still moving. Not my problem. I keep going. I reach the central corridor. The last guards are defending a door. 5, maybe 6. They are wounded, but still holding. The guards see me. They raise their weapons. They do not let me pass. I don't have time for this. The last thing I see before I lose consciousness is the ship sinking in flames. And the rain. Always the rain. I wake with a sharp pain in my side. I open my eyes. Gray sky. Sand under my back. I lift my head. She is kneeling beside me. Her hands glow faintly over the wound. She is healing me. She sees me wake up. She immediately pulls back. She puts distance between us. We look at each other in silence. She is exhausted. I can see it in the way she trembles. Then her eyes close. She falls to one side, unconscious on the sand. I force myself to my feet. The pain protests, but I ignore it. I've had worse wounds. I walk toward her. She is unconscious, completely vulnerable. I draw one of my blades. The metal shines under the gray light. It's simple. I finish the mission here. I take the core. I return to the master. Simple. I raise the weapon. But something stops me. It isn't compassion. I don't know what it is. I only know that my hand does not move. The blade stays in the air, motionless. She saved me. When she could have left me to die on the beach, she saved me. Why? It makes no sense. I look around. Small island, dense vegetation, narrow beach. No sign of civilization. I move away from her and explore. Faces appear in the dark. All the ones I have killed over the years. Hundreds, maybe thousands. I do not keep count. The master always said counting is weakness. I have lived my whole life in the dark. But tonight, for the first time, I feel something like a faint light. I don't know what it is. I only know it makes me uncomfortable. The next few days pass slowly. That night I stare at the fire and understand something unsettling. I no longer want to finish this mission. Something is changing inside me, and I do not know if I can stop it. The rain starts falling again. Of course it does. I hear sobbing. She is crying. Not for me, for what I am, for what I did. The man who came to kill her. The man who stood in front of her. And now that same man is going to die in this boat. The irony is not lost on me. I hear movement. Her hands glow with that blue light I already know. She is trying to heal me. She cries harder as she does it. I can hear the desperation in her voice. But it isn't enough. Her power is not enough this time. No, I can't. Her voice is barely a broken whisper. It is the first time I hear her speak my language. I wake. The core is no longer in her hands. It is inside me. I feel it beating beside my heart. Strange, alive, powerful. She is there, exhausted, looking at me with eyes that no longer cry, but still carry the full weight of her dead world. I do not cry. I was never taught how, but I slowly raise my hand. It takes time to obey. Trembling, I gently touch her cheek. It is the first time I have ever touched someone with tenderness. I did not know I knew how. She closes her eyes. A tear falls. We say nothing. The boat keeps floating on the calm sea. The rain has stopped. We reach another shore at dawn. She is sleeping, exhausted, at the bottom of the boat. I do not wake her. I anchor the boat and go out to explore. Rocky coast, sparse vegetation, fresh water about 100 meters inland. Enough. I catch a fish among the rocks. It is not big, but it will do. I start a fire. I cook it in silence while the sun rises. A voice behind me. Cook another one. I do not flinch. I would know that voice anywhere. The master is there, sitting on a rock as if nothing is wrong, as if he had not crossed half the ocean to find me. He does not ask what happened. He does not ask about the mission. He only watches. I sit down. I prepare another fish. I place it over the fire. We eat in silence. The master never speaks without reason. I wait. Finally, I can feel the core. It is inside you. I nod. You completed half the mission. He tilts his head toward the boat, toward where she is sleeping. Now kill the queen. Extract the core. Come back with me. I shake my head. No. The word comes out firm, without doubt. The master watches me for a long time, not with surprise, with something more complex. I get to my feet. I draw my blades. I point them at him. For the first time in my life, I aim my weapons at the master. He does not move. I see disappointment in his eyes, but also something strange, something that could be satisfaction. He rises slowly. He draws his own weapons. "Then this is a real fight," he says. We fight. At last, he stops. He lowers his weapon. He looks at me. "When I pulled you out of that pool of blood, your eyes were empty." He steps closer. "Now I see light." Another step. "Even if I'm not the one who gave it to you." He puts away his weapons. He turns around. He walks toward the shadows between the rocks. Before he disappears completely, he says without looking back, "In 3 days, they will come." He leaves. I do not stop him. She wakes shortly after. She heard everything, or at least enough. She walks over slowly. She looks at me. "Do you regret it?" Her voice is soft, careful. I look at her. "No." She stands. She looks toward the horizon. "Then I have to return to the ruins. I have to gather my people, what is left of them." I nod. I understand what she does not say. The spiritual remains of her people are still waiting. "Let's go," I say. We prepare the boat. We set sail for the ruins, toward the place where she lost everything. We sail back for a day and a night. The water darkens as we get closer. It is not dirt. It is something deeper, as if the sea itself were mourning. In the distance, I see the ruins. What used to be a floating settlement is now a field of broken structures. Some still float, half sunken. Others are completely destroyed. We arrive. I anchor the boat at what remains of a dock. I step ashore first. My boots touch rotten wood. It creaks, but it holds. The silence is heavy, oppressive. There are no birds, no wind. Only silence. I walk among the remains. Dry blood on the walls still standing. Deep claw marks carved into the stone. So deep the monsters must have attacked with absolute fury. Bones among the wreckage. Some large, others small. She walks past me. She does not look at the bones. She does not look at the blood. She walks straight toward the center of the ruins. There is a platform there, half sunken, but still stable. It must have been important once. Maybe a gathering place, maybe something sacred. She kneels. She places her hands on the shattered ground. She closes her eyes. She begins to make a low sound. It is not song. It is not language. It is something older. A call. Faint lights begin to appear around us. First one, then another. Translucent figures, barely visible against the gray sky. They are the spiritual remains of her people. Slowly, one by one, the spiritual remains gather in her palm, in her outstretched hand. faint lights floating over her skin like stars trapped there. The core inside my chest beats harder. I can feel it, as if it recognizes its own, as if it wants to join them. She opens her eyes. She looks at me with a hand full of lights. They're here now. Her voice is soft, but firm. I look toward the horizon. The sky darkens. It is not night. It is something else, like a shadow moving closer. The others are coming too. She nods. She says nothing else. She doesn't need to. I draw my blades. I wait. I have seen many fall before my eyes, but I never imagined that one day I would leave my blade behind. The rain has finally stopped. A lot of time, work, and heart went into this project. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscription. Thank you so much for being here. A special thanks to all channel members and everyone who supports me with a super thanks.